check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
331.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Front on front. Hey, can. Go.
Now Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Adnan Mitchell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Here we go.
Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Fields trying to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
Hey, Kip, 13 loose. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
From the 40 now on second down, Lawrence. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
30 left. Go.
Now Lawrence.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process.
And he'll take this one in for Jags touchdown.
Bashal Tootin with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a couple of the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Second down and 8. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll just get rid of it.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York.
This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Hey, I'm gun.
Here's Lawrence.
And that'll be
incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
I love football lingo, the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, run! Go, 30, 11.
Now Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
This pass out wide to Hall. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard.
Here we go. 319. Can I see that? Tonight.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall,
22 yards.
and the Jets are able to extend their lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A short throw there to Strange.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Brown.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Jaguars at 11-2 now. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Hey, I'm gun. 11. Here we go.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
319,
Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here we go. 11.
Mechie, the man in motion. On fourth down, Fields. That is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And Mitchell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Folk connects on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Go. 11. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
You got it. Don't jump. Ready?
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off play action, Fields. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now Fields going to run. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and 8.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
23 yards, the final tally.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Sink right. 11, rip, go. Hey, kill, kid. Son, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
11, Jaguars, first down. Gun. Sink right
First
open.
and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11. Go. 30 left. 13 loop.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll take this and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go. Sink right open. 11, Agate. Sink right. 11 on red.
Lawrence will throw. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Britton Strange in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The Jaguars will line up for the two-point conversion.
11. Go. 30 left. Here we go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. It's caught inside the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half. He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Hey, easy, route. Hey, son, 11. Go, take right up. Go.
Lawrence. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got a man, it's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, Soko, hot. 11.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Hey, kill. Go. Here we go.
Touchdown! De'Ami Brown from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars have come back to make it a 2-point game. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
Hey, Sink right. Hurt. Hey, kill. 13 loop. Hey, I'm gun. 11.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
On first down, right back to Hall. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he stopped immediately there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Field's going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor, a 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes this a 9-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Red on red. 30 left. Go, let's go. Silver.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Travis Etienne, 65 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there for the Jets. 58 yards.
That's good for a Jets first down.
He kept it himself at second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well,
partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
13 Hey.
First down.
11
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. De'Ami Brown with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jags have cut the lead back down to 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? One by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in from the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
This pass out wide to Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Jets first down.
Justin, Justin. Hey, 551, 551. Hey, 10. Hey, 10. Go.
Fields now to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll give to Hall.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ted. Hey,
Mechie, the man in motion. They snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10.
Here we go,
at the 29-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah. He's going in. Complete. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Go. Think right open. 13 loop.
Now Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Hey, Duke. Base of 24. Hey, I'm gone. Here we go.
ETN up the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And the Jaguars.
Lawrence now going to move him around.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10
Hey, go.
at the 30-yard line.
Go. Hey, danger. That. Easy.
Now they'll shift things around.
30 left.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Go, go. 11, Agate.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Go, go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete to Tyler Johnson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now Fields going to run. Now he's loose at the 40. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jets are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
36.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
13, Luke. Lisa 24. Hey, so go. Sink right open. Oh, there we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That is caught by Hunter.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
21 yards.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
13, Luke.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, I'm good. Go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Jaguars, first down.
Easy. Read it. 24.
First
Read
and 10 at the 15-yard line.
11, Agate. Sink right open. 11. Go. Let's go. Hey, Kim.
Now Lawrence.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the gun, here's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fields.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10.
Red on red. Hey, so 13, Luke. Luke. Go, go. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, they continue to